Magic 1065, good morning. Son las 8:19 minutos. It is 8:19. Your Magic Morning Show with Chismosa and Cucuy. And that right there, El Grupo Asalto. Vente right here with your Magic Mornings. And speaking of Asalto.
They're in the studio. Hey! Man, good morning, guys.
Good morning to you guys.
How are y'all? How was your Easter? All that good stuff?
It was awesome. Of course, it was our second Easter without our father.
Oh,
But yesterday we actually celebrated my daughter's 9th birthday as well as Easter. So we kind of double dipped with cake and everything else, and it was a good one. It was fun. We were blessed.
good deal. Yeah, we in these special holidays we tend to think of our loved ones,
Absolutely.
también, but at the same time we celebrate
Yes, sir.
with your daughter's birthday. So, hey, congratulations on you guys' success, man. You guys are killing it right now.
Thank you.
Man.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Let's before we get any further, let's go ahead and get you guys to introduce yourselves, por favor.
Hi, my name is Joe Luis Garza, segunda vocals and bajo quinto.
Jordan Rodriguez, I play accordion and sing.
Juan Rodriguez, I do percussion, animador, and segunda voz.
And Lupe Martinez, and I play congas and everything else.
And the gentleman for the band.
Lupe. But the gentleman that's early. Good job, Lupe. He was here early.
Because he never has to load up anything.
That's why you
Ah.
guys traveled separate, so he don't
Right, well, ever since we started on with the event radio, we actually can afford roadies now. So I'll take part of my pay to pay the roadies. I'm like greedy.
But Lupe forgot, he also plays harmonica for us.
Yeah, también, harmonica.
Nice. Good.
Toma, nah.
Did he really?
Yeah, I've been taking one everyone.
No, he does not.
I was like, well, when I heard
No,
on
just
the
make
video,
noise.
I was like, well, I hope you're just playing around.
I'll take one, just mess with it though, just to make
Hey,
noise.
but you know what? That's what it's about. It's about having a good time, having fun. It's work, but at the same time, you gotta have fun with what you're doing. So it's all good.
Absolutely.
And so what's the last thing you guys were doing here recently? Were you guys out of town ayer? Did you guys perform? I'm sorry, antier. Did you guys perform on Saturday?
So we've actually been on a little break, man. We
Good.
The weekend after fanfare. Of course, our bass player, he's from Torreon, Mexico, and so he had to have a little surgery, man. So he had to have a surgery. Lupe has to have surgery here this week, and so we just went ahead and took a month break, man. Because all last year we were so blessed that we were actually on the road every weekend. You know, whether it was a Friday, Saturday, or Friday, Saturday,
Yeah.
Sunday. We were always on the road, so to be able to just take this break was really good. You know, April's usually a slow month for a lot of bands anyway, so
Mhm.
we kind of turned down a couple of tocadas, man, and just kind of stayed home. But Friday, we were in Houston at Rise Rooftop. They were celebrating Michael Soledad's birthday.
Lupe was saying that was a pretty big deal
It
too.
was, man. It was good over there. We actually went. We backed up Gabriela Martinez, and so she's another rising artist in
Yes, sir.
the in the game that's just doing phenomenal things. And so we've been working with her a little bit and backing her up and having her back. And so we did that Friday, but we'll continue back to work April 21st. And so we'll be in San Antonio April 21st, and then we continue on from there,
You guys
man.
play
Yeah.
Fiesta?
We aren't. We're not playing Fiesta this year. We'll be playing a private event off of Fiesta.
Oh, okay. So because I was kind of going with the dates, I was like, are you guys playing Fiesta?
No, man.
That's
But,
awesome, bud. You
staying
guys are
busy.
Staying busy. But you know what? What's important is you take the time to understand that you have to have healthy guys to be able to do what you got to do. So that's good, man, that you guys taking the time off to make sure you guys get back to work. where you
And
need to
it's as simple as always being able just to get another fill in and keep going. But the love and bond that we have together already is just something that if I'm gonna be on stage, I'd rather be on stage with my brothers and look to my sides and see them.
You're right.
And so it was just better. It was better for the whole band. You know, of course, it was better for us just to even take a mental break, just
Right.
to be with our families and spend time. You know,
You don't want to get burnt out.
yeah, we're dads as well, and so you know it's been great. You know, I won't even lie. These past weekends, all I've been doing is taking my kids and my wife out of town, and we took a little
That's
family
awesome.
vacation, and so just things that we're not gonna be able to do the rest of this year because
Yeah.
if y'all know Ray and Yvette, they get to work and, her and Ray just took off, and they're like, okay, well y'all have another weekend off next year. And so,
But you know one thing that's also cool here, Chismosa Cucuy, is that we do a lot of stuff. We're off, right? But even our families all hang out together.
Right.
So we still do stuff together as a family.
Right.
You know, as a band, you know, it's like, okay, we're going to take some time off. Hey, well, I'll meet you in Lubbock this weekend, or I'll meet you over here.
Y'all still bonding. It's a different kind of bonding. We're not on
It
stage
is.
bonding. We're off stage bonding.
Absolutely.
Hey,
Your
great.
wife and kids, everybody hangs out and stuff. That's what's so different out of every band that I've been with. That's the difference.
Asalto.
Like I said, man, like we're truly brothers. We fight like brothers. We love each other like brothers. We're true brothers. I mean, the guys, we have our lawn service because, of course, it's any musician knows it's hard to have a job, especially over here in West Texas where it's so
Oh, yeah.
oil field based. No one really lets you off, man. So my dad had a lawn service that he did, man, and we use that lawn service as a way for income for us. But we also do a lot for the community of Snyder. We're always trying to give to the kids. We're always trying to do things for the kids. You know, we make a bunch of donations to the organizations to whatever we can do over there to help with anything we can.
That's good, man.
The coolest thing that he did with this business is he wanted to do something to honor his dad and do something that
Right.
you know we could do help out a lot of people. But what he did was they brought up the idea of helping people have a second chance. So this right here, if you've had like depression or addiction, or if you've been in and out, Jordan actually gives it with this company. Him and Juan give people a second chance. You know, get back in the work mode. Even if you've been locked up, whatever, anything that you went through, they give you that second chance, third chance, fourth chance, whatever it is, to get back in the mode. You know, get back in the working mode. And I think he has like 3 or 4 guys that started off last year with Triple J now working in the oil field. So it's just a come up, you know, let people believe in people again, and get everybody get their confidence back. And that's it's like a therapy. So
Oh, wow.
Stuff. So they don't talk a lot about it and stuff, but you know, I went out there last year to help them out and stuff, and I seen what they did firsthand.
Yeah.
For a lot of people, and like he says, they donated stuff. Probably he's not even saying 90% of what they do, but it was more like a rebuilding program. for a lot of
Excellent.
people. So
Blessings, man.
Gotta give him props for that.
Yes, of course.
I like that, man, because it's a subject that not a lot of people touch or whatever. But you know, like mental illness, it's a real deal, man. People, there's different stages of it, and it affects people differently.
Mhm.
And I like the fact of what you're doing with that, man. I follow what you guys do, and I think that's great because first of all, you're young, and the younger generation, our teenagers and stuff like that, they're gonna probably listen to someone your age more than they're gonna listen to someone my age, you know, because we're considered adults, we're older.
Right.
I mean, I know you're a dad and everything, but they see you and they see you as young,
Right.
and that's great that you've taken the initiative to try to do your part to help these young kids, not only young kids, but just people in general. So I give you props for that, man.
Good job,
That
man.
you,
It's great.
you didn't hide behind anything. You're like, you know what? I'm gonna face this, and I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna help other people, and that's great, man. I really admire you for that.
And it was tough. It was tough because, of course, of what my father did. It was tough, but it's because I feel that good or bad, God does things for a reason. He puts us through things for a reason. And I prayed about it. I prayed about it for a long time just because you know how people can be. You know, like I told Yvette, it was tough for me because I didn't want people thinking like, hey, Jordan went this route with You Are Love Tour because he wants attention. It wasn't that. It's because I didn't even know my dad was going through stuff. I didn't know he was sick. I didn't know.
Right.
I mean, we woke up that morning and all we got was a text that said goodbye. That's all we got.
Mm.
And so we're wondering, like, what's going on? I was with him the night prior. He was with him the night prior. We were eating at McDonald's, and he was playing with the kids, and it was
Yeah.
whatever. And then the next day, we get a goodbye text. And so I wanted to do it because no one's raising that awareness. And
Right.
people look past it, and then the people that have been through it, it's a sensitive subject, so they don't want to talk about it.
It's like taboo. Nobody wants to
Exactly.
talk about
Yeah.
it.
And not to be
You
rude
have
or
to.
anything, but I mean, Hicano culture, we're like the ones that are, oh no, well, he's just weak. They're
That's just with
weak-minded,
everything, man.
you know?
I think that's just our culture that we don't like to talk about stuff like
Yes.
that. It's like,
Absolutely.
you know, we're not going to talk about this because it's going to, no, you know, we should.
I think
we
we're
shouldn't
getting.
be that way.
I think we're getting better, especially when we have somebody in your position bringing awareness to it. It helps.
And you know, so we're going to go for the listeners
Yeah.
that don't know. We're going to talk about how you came up with the name of your new tour.
Okay.
So
All right, we'll do that here in a few
in
minutes.
just a few minutes. It is your Magic Mornings here with Chismosa and Cucuy, hanging out with Asalto on Magic 106.5. Good morning. morning to Chismosa and Kukui, hanging out with Asalto this morning. And thank you so much for making us part of your morning routine.
Yes, ma'am. Want to remind everybody that if you haven't jumped on our YouTube channel, do so at Magic 106.5.
And we are live right now with Asalto. And they
Yes,
actually
ma'am.
got their instruments, so we're going to do a little unplug a little bit coming up a little bit later on this morning. But right now, going back to where we left off, Jordan, the YouTube, chinga,
The tour.
the tour.
Hey, calm down. Already. Usually that's for Friday. Friday language.
Man, leave it alone.
Hey, we're here, so that's why it felt like a Friday.
Sometimes it slips.
Yeah,
All
but
right,
when
so
the
go back
Santos
to
in
the
here, it's a party.
tour. Go back to the tour. Tell us why you came up with the name of the tour that you guys are doing now.
So, we actually went back and forth for a long time on the name of the tour, and you know, with the Tejano bands, it's a little different because our tour isn't us being gone for 5 months at a time and not seeing our families. When we talk about a tour, we talk about just being gone every weekend, and so that's the version of a Tejano tour. But the reason I came up with my tour was, it was really crazy. I'm really big on praying and asking God for answers
Yes, sir.
and going his route about things. And so the biggest thing that hurt me whenever my dad passed away was the question why. And so every night I would go to sleep, and it's hard because I know you shouldn't question God. I know you shouldn't do that. But I just kept telling him, I need you to tell me why my dad did what he did. I need to know what's going on, you know, what was through his mind. And it was weird because the first time I told him or any of my siblings was at a show. We were actually live at a show, and this is whenever I told people what was going on, was I prayed for the longest time, and I wouldn't get an answer. And finally one night, like, I was praying about the tour, and I was praying about my dad, and I was praying for answers because I wanted closure for myself so I could move on with my life. And I'm not saying I'm forgetting about my dad, but I wanted to move on from that event. And so one night, like, I woke up sweating, crying, and everything because I talked to my dad in my dream.
Oh, wow. That's heavy.
And so I
Woo.
asked him, I said, like, I remember looking at him. It was clear. I looked at him, and I was very upset. Like, I even called him dude, and I didn't ever disrespect my dad. You can ask anybody that knows, like, and so I was like, dude, what were you thinking, man? Like, what was wrong with you?
Yeah.
And he was like, you know what the problem was, son? And I said, what, Dad? Like, you need to tell us what was going on. Like, you didn't even talk to us. All you said was goodbye, and then you did what you did.
Mm.
And he was like, I was tired of loving all of you guys, and I didn't feel that same love in return. And so I was like, well, what are you talking about? He's like, I show love to everybody, and everybody just forgets about me. But they come to me when they need me. He was like, and I felt like even my kids were getting like that with me already. And I was like, that wasn't the case, Dad. Like, we love you just because we're not there to physically tell you every second or every minute or every hour of the day. I said, and I told him, like, when I was talking to him in my dream, I told him, I said, you know what? I even felt as a son because I didn't, you know, us as kids, we forget to at least even send our parents a text every day to say, hey, I love you, hope you're doing well, see you later, you know, whatever. And yeah, I felt at that as well. And so I, you know, at the end of our conversation, I told him, I said, Dad, I hate what you did because you are loved. And that's whenever, like, I woke up, like, quick.
Wow.
All I told him was, you are loved. Boom, I woke up, and I was crying, I was sweating. It was bad. Like, I woke up my wife, and I told her, and she's like, hey, just go back to sleep. You're going to be okay, whatever. And that's whenever I woke up. I actually texted this fool, Lupe, and I sent it to him because we have a graphic designer for Asalto that goes through Lupe. And so we even woke him up, and we're like, hey, this is design. We got to do this. We got to do whatever. Because I'm the type of person, when something hits me, I got to get up, and I have to work with it, or else
You'll forget about
I'll
it?
forget.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't know why I have that mentality, but I forget things. It's the same thing when I write songs. If I have a song come to me at 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, I got to get up and write it.
Right.
Because if not, then I won't remember it
Mhm.
at 7:30 when I wake up or whatever.
Mhm.
And so
He hit me up
it
with
was-
that. Send it to
yeah,
me.
it was
Mhm.
it was that started everything, because that's what I feel is wrong with people that have mental health issues, is that they start feeling alone, and they start feeling that no one's there to help them out, and no one's and yeah, there's different versions of it, but I think that always comes down to be the root of the problem, is that everybody feels alone.
Mhm.
And so that's what I kept going back to. But those words from my dad in my dream just kept coming back, and the words of me telling him you are loved, and so that's why we came up with the name of that too, where you are loved, and we based it off of mental health awareness because, like you said a while ago, that's things that people don't want to touch base on, but we have to,
Right.
and it's tough, and what I do is tough because, when Yvette came onto the camp, I told her, like, Yvette, I was scared myself because a lot of people reach out to me, and first off, like, I don't even have any kind of expertise in the field. I'm no one. I'm not a, what do you call it?
Counselor or
I'm not a counselor.
psychiatrist or
Psychiatrist,
anything.
like
Yeah.
that.
So
But it's real. It's real.
Yeah.
People feel a real connection to you, because you're in their
You're-
eyes, you're you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're not
Yeah.
like
Somebody, you're not-
a doctor or whatever.
But you're
Sometimes
speaking
it's
through your
You're
experience.
not the average
It's
Joe
easier
either.
to
It's
it's easier
just-
to talk to someone like you, and then
And
you know what I'm saying?
it gets scary though. Like, I won't say names, but it was back in February. A lady called me crying. She got my number off of Facebook. She called me crying, and her husband was holding a gun to his head.
Oh my God.
And she's all, Jordan, please talk to my husband. And this lady's screaming hysterically. And so it's hard for me not to play back everything that was going on with me that day that my dad did what he did. And so that day I realized, like, oh man, like, I'm in for something because, this is what's going on. And that wasn't the first time. There was a kid there in Snyder that was trying to do the same thing, and he posted it on Facebook. He posted a picture of the gun, and he's like, hey, see y'all later, whatever.
Wow.
So then everybody's like, I wake up, and so of course in the winter, we don't work lawn service, so of course I sleep till 10:30. But I'm getting, my phone's like blowing up. People are calling me, and they're like, hey, go get this kid, and blah, 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 whatever. And it's like I told Yvette, I'm scared for the day that I can't do anything. And I'm scared for that day to come, and that's the scariest part of what I'm doing, is knowing that there may be a chance that I fail someone, and it's scary for me.
But the deal is that you have to understand that you're not going to be able to help everybody, but who you can help, you're going to help. And a lot of times, you help people through music. Music is always available for you, for
Always,
anybody.
right.
So that's in itself, and I've always said this, and I'll continue to say that music is therapy in more ways than people realize.
Yes,
Absolutely.
exactly. But when he says that people call, we started doing it as a team because we're a team, we're a family.
Right.
So we started. I put my number out there, and I just put on there. If you're serious, you need help, call me.
Yeah.
Don't be calling me just to be a joke. And then I ended up staying on the phone till like 5 or 6 in the morning, a couple of times. And then there was a couple of times I asked Juanito, "Is it cool if I hand out your number?" And then people started calling Juanito. So it started taking a little bit where Jordan couldn't take some of the calls. So we like, hey man, we gotta practice what
Because
we preach.
it's tough. Like, a lot of the times, people's problems are solvable. They're, like the guy in Snyder, he was fixing to lose his house, he was fixing to do this, he was fixing to lose that. His wife didn't want to be with him no more because he couldn't provide, because he couldn't find a job. And it was as simple as I put in a phone call to 3 of my friends, got him a job. He's doing fine.
Right.
He was just going crazy that day.
Sometimes
He
people
was
just need
overwhelmed.
help, man. It's
Yeah.
it's like the simple fact that there's somebody that's out there to help them. A lot of times people they get into where, like, man, like they just feel the world is against them, but that's not the case. There's tons of people that'll help you. You just have to take the initiative to reach out and ask for
Absolutely.
the help. And that's pride. A lot
Yes,
of times pride
right.
steps in the way, and people don't want to take the initiative to ask for help. Everybody needs help at some point
Yeah.
in their life.
That's what
You're
Lupe-
not the only one.
That's what Lupe was talking earlier about, that it's in our nature not to. It's the pride.
Especially for a man.
It's the
men
pride.
have so much pride, they want to be that macho man and not say anything. And, the person that changed my vision on a lot of stuff is actually our drummer Jeremy. Because when we played in Vegas last year, I made the drive with him. And so through those little towns, you see a bunch of, homeless people. Some of them look homeless, some of them don't. And, I've always had that mentality of, like, you can kind of tell, and he gave money to a person that I was like, Jeremy, I don't think that person needed any money. And all he told me was like, that's not my decision. I'm going to give them what God puts in my heart to give them. What they do with it is their problem. God can deal with that. And so now I have that in my mentality, and I'm going to do everything I can to help them. And what they do with it, God sees it, and that's going to be their problem. because they're gonna have to answer to him at the end.
Mm-hmm.
But just knowing that we did our part is where it starts, man.
Right.
And so we just have to do better, man. Our us as humans on this earth, we have to do better for each other. You know, and it's like I tell people all the time, it goes back to even things on Facebook. Whenever Will Smith's wife cheated on him, they clowned him. They made memes out of him. They did so much stuff. And like I told everybody, that's what starts stuff like this.
Our world is cruel, man.
It is.
It's
It's
the
so
sad
cruel.
part about
It
it,
is.
but it's people like you guys and you know, like for us, every day that we sign off, we tell them, we love you, man. We're always thinking about you. We're always praying for you. We want you to stay safe, stay healthy, stay faithful, stay listening right here. And we love you guys. And that's the deal is that we, like with you guys starting to put that positive change in there, if everybody starts changing their mentality and not so quick to judge on all the negative, man, this world would be so much better.
Yes.
Amen.
It would be so much better. We got to all start thinking about the positive, and I'm proud of you guys for taking the initiative and saying, you know what,
Thank you.
we're going to be the change. We're not the solution. We're just going to be
Yes.
part of the change. And if everybody starts doing their part and being part of the change, then all together we become the solution.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You
And know
are
what's one of the
you
biggest
are
things
love
she
tour.
wants us- She's ones that we live with. We live in the past. Nobody can get past the past. You know,
Yeah.
that's the thing. That's what haunts us the most. Is that can't turn back time, can't change the past, but we waste a lot of time living in the past, and that's what's wrong with that. We gotta
And
let
move
some
forward.
stuff we gotta let go. Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, we're proud of you guys. We're going to keep talking to Asalto, and when we come back, we're going to get a little music going here. You know.
Yes,
we're gonna
yes,
change
sounds
it up
great.
A little bit, change up the little tone. We got
Yeah.
serious business
But you know what? We learned a lot behind
I mean,
you.
that's-
What the guys represent, what they stand for.
And,
That says a lot.
you know, you're right, because I kind of knew, but now I really know, man, and that's awesome what you guys are doing. I'm really
Thank you.
Very proud of the group.
props to you guys. It is your Magic Mornings here with Chismosa and Kukuy on Magic 106.5.
Yeah. Oh,
I was hooking up Joe over here on his Facebook with my stand and everything. Trying to make him look professional.
Right up whenever we get done here.
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
We will be going on the road.
Cody. No, but hanging out with these guys, and man, I appreciate actually Yvette for reaching out to us about having you guys come in. And
Yeah, Yvette.
She had given me a different date. She had given me a different date, and I was like, yes, we can do it, Yvette. I won't be there, but go cook with you. She goes, well, when will you be there? And I'm like, gee, I'll be there on the 10th. And she goes, okay, then we'll do the 10th. And I was like, okay. I just kind of laughed. She goes, well, when will you be there?
You gotta be part of it. She's most shit
No,
on
man,
us of the DJs.
No, man, it's all good. It's a teamwork, man. I would rather us, both Vince and I both be here, and it was great when we got to bring our morning show back together. Of course, with COVID and everything that hit and stuff like that, we finally came back together. And actually, I want to share this with you guys. Yesterday, when we were at Easter Mass and they did the blood of Christ. Well, they had did it on Holy Thursday, but that was the first Sunday Mass where they brought back the wine. And I was like, as he was preparing everything, and I was sitting there listening to the Father, and I was like, man, you know what? We lived through COVID. Like everything that happened with COVID, everything
Yeah.
they tried to do, I'm like, we're here. We survived it.
Right.
So much happened during those 3 years, and I was like, man, you know what? We made it was a blessing, and to have you guys in here this morning and talking what we're talking about, and just the beauty of music and what you guys do through your music.
Overcoming.
It's just great, man. I love that, and I'm glad that we're able to celebrate today
Meant to
like
be.
this.
Mm-hmm.
It's meant to be.
It's a blessing.
Yeah.
It's truly a blessing. That's why they say God's bigger than anything that can be thrown our way.
That's
Because
right.
like you said, here we are after COVID, and we're all here together, and it's a blessing that we're all here because it's one of those things that not a lot of people made it through COVID. And so for us to be here, it's a blessing, and we're grateful for God's plan.
Yes, sir. And with that being said, to celebrate the beauty of music and everything that we've all been through, it's a Monday, the Monday after Easter, the great rain that we had. Now we're
Right.
going to celebrate with some good music. So what do you guys want to play first this morning?
What do you want to hear?
Why don't we do the new song?
Let's do the new one. So this is a new single off of our EP titled. What's it titled?
Another
Un nuevo capítulo. And the reasoning behind that is the whole situation with my dad.
It's a new chapter.
This is my new chapter. I've been playing accordion since I was 4 years old, and so to finally do it and stand in the middle of the stage is a whole different thing for me. So this is one that our brother Jonathan Espinosa from Florida wrote. Of course, he's been writing hits for everybody. So this guy just kind of came up out of nowhere and started writing all these hits. And he wrote our other song, Vente, and then he did this one for us. So we'll give you guys some Lo Confieso. Hoy confieso de que no soy para mí. Siempre pegadita a mi lado junto a mí. Confieso hoy el peligro de revelar mi obsesión. Sé que te da vergüenza admitirlo tú también. ¿Qué cosa harías de ciertos descansar sin tener que beber?
You know, we got to show Chismosa, bro.
Winter Stinson.
Yeah, it's a little big wiener.
What's that?
The big
What's
wiener.
that store called right here?
Baltimore.
50? Baltimore. That's right, son.
Magic 1065. Good morning. It is your Magic Morning Tea with Chismosa and Cucuy on this Magic Monday as we're hanging out con el grupo Asalto this morning.
Hey guys, incredible! You are loved tour. Hey, you guys wanted to send. I know, right? You guys wanted to send a shout out to a couple of the sponsors that take care of you guys.
Yeah,
we
man.
got
So,
a list of them.
Jump on the microphone, Lupe.
Dale, we got a list of them.
Man, he was acting like a rookie, not talking into the mic.
I know, Lupe. Come on, Lupe.
let's give a shout out to all of our sponsors, man. Dude Wipes, Dollar General. Shout out to Dos Equis, man. They do so much for us, and we're very
Of course,
blessed to have
Adolf.
them on our team. So
Adolf
Adolf over there, man. He does so much for us out there. We're very grateful for him.
You know what? I could say one thing about Adolf, man. He is always a strong supporter of magic and anything that we do, anything related to Tejano and music.
Mhm.
And you know, whatever he needs to do, he's always doing his part. So big shout out going out to Adolf Pompa, man. We love you. We do,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Brother man wasn't at church yesterday. I wonder if he's out
No,
hunting.
Saturday night.
Oh, he went Saturday night?
Hey, don't be judging.
I know. I was real quick because he sits behind me.
All that stuff. Look,
He sits behind me. I know. My bad. All right, my bad. Adolf, my bad.
Take it back.
Yeah, take it back right now.
Because his daughter got married the night before, but she still made church on Sunday.
But what? He didn't hire us?
But here's the
Just kidding.
they got married through the church. A lot of
They did
folks
great. It was
there
awesome.
Got their sacraments done on Saturday night.
It was beautiful.
So,
Yeah.
So Vince,
Nice.
quit judging it.
all I know is I don't want to go to the same church as him because he's keeping attendance.
Yeah.
I do.
Because we're always
Yeah,
gone.
Asante came and didn't show up to church on Sunday.
I didn't see you at Sunday Mass.
Also, shout out to Guitar Center from here in Lubbock. We're like one of the few actual Chicano bands, Spanish Mexican bands that are sponsored by Guitar Center. The
Great.
guys from Lubbock, they take care of us. Like, you know, just the love that they give us is awesome. So, got to give a shout out to them too. And then,
Shout out to Val's Truck and Trailer over in Snyder, man. Everything we need with our trailers and vans and any way they can help financially, they do everything they can. The owner of that place, well, his son, Val Jr., is actually my best friend. And so from the get-go of Asalto, he took off and, hey, bro, whatever you need. And something goes on with the van, he's right there. Something goes on with the
That's
trailers, he's
awesome.
right there. So shout out to Val, one of our other big sponsors. Shout out to Triple R Services in Snyder. Roland Molina and his crew out there, they do a bunch of construction style stuff out there. And just a shout out to a bunch of regular people, man. My sister, my mom, my brother-in-law. You know, however they can all help financially, whether it's sometimes me and Juan pull up to get the van and my mom already has it ready. She's like, here you go, son, you're gassed up, ready to go.
Wow.
And so, you know, and it's stuff like that. You know, there's times where I gotta go get my accordions. I drive all the way to the valley just to get my accordions tuned. And you know, my brother-in-law and my sister, they'll be like, here's $500, whatever that helps with. There you go. And so we have a bunch of sponsors that are just regular people
Mhm.
out there that hey, they just want to help and be there along the way.
It's awesome.
And so we're very grateful for them. Lupe has a few more around the Seagraves areas as
yeah,
well.
we, of course, Big Brothers Barbecue, which is my family's barbecue business. They sponsor us a lot. And then
Why
also.
didn't you bring no barbecue this morning, bro?
Mm.
Oh, yesterday.
Yeah, we ate it all yesterday. I got you. I got you. And then also too, just the other personal friends that sponsors like Francis Amaya. We also have it's the Rodriguez Trucking Company out of Seagraves that help us out too. And I mean, it's a long list. We'd be here forever, but we miss y'all, man. We don't, you know, we appreciate y'all. We always. holler
It
at y'all.
shows that a lot of people believe in the group.
And we
Yes,
have
it is.
a huge sponsor. She's actually my cousin. Her name's Ashley Rodriguez out of Snyder. And that girl right there, I'm talking since me and Joe started Asalto day one. Boom. What do y'all need? Can I help y'all get a new this? Can I help y'all get a new that?
That's great.
And she's been such a huge sponsor for us. And also my buddy Freddie Lopez from Big Spring. He's actually our tattoo artist, man. So he.
I need a new tat.
You get
There you go.
a tattoo sponsor. That's a first. I never heard that before.
Hey, man,
Wow.
You can do your
That's
new
it,
tat
man.
on
And so
YouTube Live.
he gets excited, man. He gets excited whenever whenever he sees our videos and stuff, and he's like, bro, my tattoo looks sick.
Oh, that's cool.
So another shout out, man, is to 806 Barbershop over in South Plains Mall here in Lubbock, man. They cut all of our hair.
Got to keep you clean.
They do, man.
They do.
So
Yeah,
shout
man.
out to Matt and all the guys out there,
Also
man.
to Kobe at Cavendish. I mean, that guy still. I'm still strict with my boots and hats. I gotta always have that on. That guy still takes care of me. La peligrosa y la mamalona.
Okay.
So,
All right.
So if the people don't know Lupe by hearing his voice, that was all Peligro days. Peligro here from Lubbock, they were just phenomenal, and Lupe was a part of that era.
Awesome.
Offbeat on the congas.
It didn't matter what.
Offbeat.
I was still up there looking fly. That's all that mattered.
Yeah, you look good.
Didn't
He
look
was.
good. I looked
Hey, they say I was tight,
He said, I may not have been in tune with the band, but I look
but I look
I
good.
everybody.
Shout out to you know
Shout
what?
out
Just
to
in
Robert
general,
Beals and
shout
all
out
those
to all
guys.
of our musician
Yeah.
friends here in Lubbock, man. Lubbock. I tell you what, them people over there in San Antonio and in the valley, they don't understand how much talent is here in Lubbock, Texas. You know, so shout out to Grupo X, Peligro, La Anarquía, Grupo Cisne, all them groups here from Lubbock, man. They just-
Angel Vasquez.
Angel Vasquez, like
Like
Yuca,
Yuca.
Juan y los Favoritos, all those bands, man. Those are all bands that we grew up listening to.
Los
That
Arcos.
they have all taken. You know, we take parts of them to create what we have, man. And so, shout out to all them brothers, man, here in Lubbock.
That's cool,
that,
man.
That do so much.
Then the
man.
Reels guys, you know, of course, Robert and Little Robert with their sound. I mean,
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
you know, without those guys, you know, you ain't
Right.
gonna look good or sound good.
Yeah. True that.
So, yeah,
But you
shout
know
out to
what,
those
man?
guys.
Shout out to everyone, though. All the fans, you know, in Houston, that's what I told the fans this weekend. That it's not about us on stage, because we can go on stage as much as we want, but if they're not purchasing the tickets, purchasing the music, if it's not for you guys spinning our music and giving us the support, because people don't realize how big radio is. Because a lot of people just listen to radio.
Mhm.
And if you guys don't play the music that y'all play, they can't find out who a bunch of us artists are. And so
Teamwork.
major shout out to
Right.
you guys, and thank you
Thank
for the
you.
love, and it means the world to us just to be here with you guys, because we're from West Texas. And so to be here with you guys, actually, you know what? I've dreamed as a kid.
That's what I was fixing to
because
say.
I don't think we ever came in with Mi Gusto to Magic. But you know, my dad didn't care for this kind of stuff, so it was different. You
Yeah.
know, and
My dad was
and
old
so,
school.
so
But every band, if they don't tell you that their goal is to come do the morning show with Magic,
Yeah.
they're lying. That's, every band gets started, you know, everybody, that's one of the goals. I
We've
mean,
had
they-
quite a
they-
bit of
they
bands
straight
come
up.
through, huh?
Hey,
We've
Jack,
had quite a bit of bands.
followers and all of
Yeah,
us.
it's like I say, to me, Chismosa, I mean,
Yeah.
not just saying it to say it, but she's like the Shelly Lattice of radio for us, man. I mean,
She's a celebrity. And
yeah, she knows it. So everybody knows that, you know, everybody starts off, you know, they're like, Chismosa and Cucuy. Everybody wants to do the show. I don't care who you are. Every band, when they first start off, is
Well, she missed me and she asked me to come back. She goes, I need somebody to get me water and coffee. And I said, okay, I'll do that for you.
I got you.
I'll adjust your microphone for you if you want me to,
Jake don't wake up early
Chismosa.
enough.
Jake don't wake up early enough.
We got you.
She fights all the time with Cisco, so that's not going to work either.
Man, I tell you what, it's a hard job dealing with all these boys.
You know what though? Like, it has to be a great feeling to know that y'all get people's day started. You know, and y'all end up being huge inspirations, because, like you said, whenever y'all get off air, you're, hey, I love you. We care about you. We're praying for you.
And we mean it
And-
sincerely. Like,
and
we
it-
really do.
And so that has to be such a great feeling, and just to know, like, hey, thousands of people are waking up to listen to me today. That has to be great, and
It's
I just
a cool
love you. I
feeling.
love you guys for
Yeah.
that. Thank y'all so
Always.
much.
Thank you, man. I
Yeah,
appreciate
appreciate
it.
that.
You know, we come in here.
We just kind of doing our thing.
We just
it
keep
is
it
what
real,
it is.
man. It's
Yeah.
real radio here.
Yeah.
It's what you see, what you hear is what you're gonna see out. You know, people know that I like to go out and have a good time, have a few beverages, and just.
And she needs some more coffee.
She needs more coffee. I'll go get it. I'll be right back. Hey, which blend did you want?
We're gonna let the guys play.
Oh yeah, we do. Yeah, that's why they're here. Ah.
But you know what? We'll let you choose a song this time.
I'm gonna choose this song. So this song right here I wrote for my youngest daughter, Kinsley. She's real sassy. She's one of those little girls that she always has to have a princess dress on.
Love it.
She always has to have her nails done.
Bougie.
And so,
Yeah.
you know, back whenever I started the little Jordan Rodriguez journey back in 2014, I had wrote a song for my oldest daughter, Chloe, when she turned 9 yesterday. So happy birthday, Chloe!
Happy birthday,
I love you.
yeah.
And so I ended up writing this one for my youngest daughter, and we put it on our new EP, and it goes something like this. 1, 2, 3. Tengo una hija que es muy cariñosa y siempre está vestida como una princesa. Tengo una hija que es muy cariñosa y siempre está vestida como una princesa. Siempre está bailando como mariposa con una sonrisa maravillosa. Siempre está bailando como mariposa con una sonrisa maravillosa. Esa niña me vuelve loco, pero tiene parte de mi corazón. Con sus aritas me llena mi mundo, con su carita roba mi corazón. Chiquita bonita, mi princesa, chiquita bonita, hija cariñosa, chiquita bonita, me gusta su sonrisa, chiquita bonita, roba mi corazón. Chiquita bonita, mi princesa, chiquita bonita, hija cariñosa, chiquita bonita, su sonrisa, chiquita bonita, roba mi corazón. Chiquita bonita, chiquita bonita, hija cariñosa, chiquita bonita, su sonrisa, chiquita bonita, roba mi corazón. Cumbia, asalto. Y nos vamos a Colombia. Dice. ¡Yeah! Chiquita bonita. Chiquita bonita.
Oh, man, I love it. El Grupo Asalto hanging out with your Magic Mornings with Chismosa and Cucuy on Magic 106.5.
¿Qué?
Magic 106.5. Good morning. It is your Magic Mornings here with Chismosa and Cucuy on this Magic Monday, hanging out with Asalto.
Yeah. We're doing all kinds of activities here.
Man, they are. I know that people are asking about where they can follow you on social. Give us your social media platforms, guys.
So we're on Facebook under Asalto with the little line going through the O. They won't let us have the O without that line for some reason. Instagram, we're under Official Grupo Asalto. And we just started our TikTok under Official Grupo Asalto as well. And then that's the same thing for our YouTube, Official Grupo Asalto. And we're working on all these platforms a little bit. We're not big social media guys, but we're trying. And so our YouTube's definitely getting better. We've been releasing live videos.
Nice.
And they're doing really good for us.
Good.
It's good.
Good
Okay,
deal.
so we'll make a trade here. You subscribe to our channel, we're going to subscribe to yours.
Deal. Yvette.
Deal.
Yvette.
Good
Done.
work.
All right, so who's next is going to get me in trouble?
Hey man, so also, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Also, I just want to say, like, if for any booking information,
Yes.
y'all can get a hold of Ray or Yvette Cantu. These guys have been in the industry for almost 20 years, if not more, right, Yvette?
Long time.
And so, they just they're really good at what they do. And so, if you need any bookings for Asalto, definitely give them guys a call. Look us up on any of our social media, and we can get you guys in contact. Okay?
All right, give out the number, Cucuy. Since you took the card from Jordan, he was going to give the number, and you just.
I'm putting it on the subscribe on the
Those
YouTube
that-
channel.
But those that are listening on the radio.
Está en YouTube.
Está en el YouTube.
YouTube.
All right.
Go ahead, brother. Go
And
ahead.
Yvette ain't gonna do get a cousin discount. He get a no.
Here's Yvette's number, the area code 210-232-4833. 232-4833.
3-5. Vince.
Joe, what did that one say?
It is says
Says
3-3.
3-3.
Thank you, Joe. Why do I keep getting in trouble with everybody today?
What does Ray say?
Please keep that.
Monday.
Yeah, his is right. You can give that.
Okay, all right. Let's do this again. Now we're going to give Ray,
Gotta call the print shop.
This is the right number.
this is the right number, 718-6616. 718-6616.
Area code 210.
Yep, bingo.
All right, so
And
if
Ray's
you guys.
available from 9 to 9:01 every day.
If you can get that number, you can always call the Magic Studios. We'll keep the card in here, 806-771-1065. All right, so we're going to give away some stuff, but before we do that, you guys are going to play one more song first?
Absolutely.
All right, what you got
Whatever
for
you
us?
We're gonna do. We're gonna
Who's
do
gonna
Vente.
jam out?
Yeah, we're gonna do Vente. It did really good for us. It got us quite a bit of nominations at the Tejano Mundial Awards. It helped us do 2 nominations at the Tejano Music Awards actually. So this song right here and also the song No Quiero Verte Ir did quite a bit for us. So this one we featured our brother Cristello from the Brown Express, and so goes something like this. Ya no debemos vuelta a el asunto. Yo quiero estar contigo, chiquita, y entregar de mi corazón. Vente, vente, ya conmigo voy a darte hasta mi último suspiro. No lo pienses más, mi amor, solo vente. Vente, vente, ya conmigo voy a amarte hasta mi último suspiro. No lo pienses más, mi amor, solo vente.
Vente para todos ustedes. Lubbock, Texas. Magic Sodas. Asalto.
Well, you know what? Not only did these guys bring their talent, they also brought some stuff for us to give away. So
Yeah.
what's in our little prize pack?
A
here?
lot of goodies.
I don't know. Yeah, what's in the goodie?
Oh, I love some burritos, dude. Chimichangas, the bean cheese. Oh, yeah. Bean, bean,
That
bean.
sounds good right
De
now.
todo, ¿verdad?
De todo. So I tell you what, caller number 10 right now, 806-771-1065. We're going to hook you up with a prize pack, a Magic 1065 Asalto prize pack. So if you want your hat, your t-shirt, all the good stuff, be our caller number 10 right now, 806-771-1065. We're going to hook you up right now. We'll
Man.
finish showing it on our YouTube channel.
Yeah. Oh, this one
And
too, mija. Thank you.
Oh, look. Oh, mira.
Oh,
Mira nomás.
Vanna White aquí.
T-shirts.
Oh yeah. Oh my goodness.
And, keep your radio locked on, not only with your Magic Mornings you're going to win right now, but also with Jay Gonzalez.
Yeah.
He'll give you a chance to win your Asalto prize pack
I'm not
as
giving
well.
this one
But-
away, pero it is for sale.
that was for sale. So once again, caller number 10 right now, 806-771-1065. It is your Magic Mornings here with Chismosa and Cucuy on Magic 1065.
You guys tacos.
Let's get it.
All right, we gotta go back. No,
Hey, don't forget to hit play.
no, man. But you know what? I really want to say thank you for you guys coming in and hanging out with us this morning. It's always great to have bands come in, whether you're, an hour away, 6 hours away, 30 minutes away. It's always good to have people come out and hang out in the studios, especially showcasing what you guys are doing. You are Love Tour. I love the concept behind it. I love what you guys are doing. Keep
Right.
doing what you're doing. Keep putting out music and just do you, man. You guys keep doing
Thank
what
you.
you're doing.
Thank you.
People will say this or that or whatever, but as long as you guys feel like you're doing what you want to do, that's all that matters.
Amen. That's what we'll continue to do. We're here for the music. We're here for the fans. We're here to spread a message, and that's what we're going to continue doing. And like you said earlier, we can't help everybody in the world, but every one person that we touch and that we save, that's everything to us. And so we're very grateful. If it's okay, before we leave, I want to send shout outs to all of our wives.
For sure.
They're bands talk about backbones and they're usually talking about their drummer, but we talk about our wives. Because if it wasn't for our wives holding it down, everything that they do, dealing with us on the road, staying with our kids, protecting our homes, they step up into a major role whenever we have to leave. And so shout out to all of our wives, to Gina, to Tasha, to Alexis, to Stacy,
Crystal.
to Crystal. And,
We love y'all.
and just, like I said, shout out to the whole community of Snyder. They've stood behind us since we've even started Asalto, and they support us big with Mi Gusto, and even, they've shown us nothing but love since the passing of our father. My dad's funeral was insane, man. It was so packed, it was insane. And ever since then, all those people just continue to show us love, man.
That's
So,
great.
Shout out to West Texas. And once again, I just want to say thank you to Cucuy and Chismosa for having us. Like I said, as a kid, things like this are a dream. And so growing up, and then of course, you see these things and you're like, man, I want to be on the radio one day. And so being here with you guys, it's a great opportunity.
I appreciate that. You're making me feel a little bit older here, bro, but I appreciate that.
It's a blessing. Thank y'all so much for having us. And Lupe is ready to buy you guys food whenever we get out.
And a shout out to Seagraves, my hometown, which is always supporting, always showing love, no matter what we do. I mean, they always have our
Mike
back.
Lupe.
So always have our back. So everybody, Seagraves, thank you guys for always having our back in everything we do.
El veterano.
20 years, man. 20
I
years.
know.
And I want to send a shout out to our grandpa. He's a big
El
part of
Popo!
Asalto.
El
He's a big
Popo!
part of Asalto, and I just want to send a shout out to my grandpa. He even traveled with us with Mi Gusto, and we wanted to continue that. And Jordan gave my grandpa that opportunity to travel with us.
That's
So I want to send a
awesome.
shout out to our grandpa.
That's awesome.
And to our brother J-Rod in San Antonio, Texas,
La Calma in the house.
Yay!
I'm gonna give a shout out to my dad back home, Lupe Garza, my brother, my sisters, my wife, everybody out there listening, my nephew Tito.
Where's
Shout out
back
to all
home?
you guys back
Snyder,
home.
Chief?
Snyder, Texas.
Okay.
There you go.
Got you. Yes, sir.
The gentleman of very few words, Joe.
I
But when he
He
speaks,
He said something.
Yeah,
he
that-
said what he had to say was impertinent.
yeah, it was. Good job, my brother.
I
got
wanna
Cucuy in
I wanna
trouble.
give a
I know you
shout
got
out
me in
to
trouble.
The elote guy on 82nd Street for asking everyone if they want more chile all the time.
That's really, really nice of him.
That's really nice of
special,
him.
yeah.
No, just a shout out to everybody, man. Before we leave, we just want to once again just say it again, Chismosa, that we hope that people know that they're loved, and I hope this is okay with you. But even reaching out to Magic,
Yes, sir.
Magic can help you. Chismosa's great, Cocuy's great, Jake's great. All these Cisco, they're all great, and so they can help you. Anybody can help you, and if not, then Chismosa and everyone here, they can help you get through to us, and we can help you get through to the right people. Don't forget, guys, there's hotline numbers that you can call for suicide awareness. There's so much that you can do because you don't have to leave this world because you are loved. And just know that whatever you're going through, we don't have all the money in the world, but we will help. We're always here to help. There's so many different outlets that will be there to help you. And there's so many ways to get through what you're going through. And if you feel like someone doesn't love you or someone doesn't care, we do care. There's people out there that do care. Just because they're not your blood family, they're not someone close to you, they're not related to you, that doesn't matter because we care and we
Yes,
love
sir.
you. And so that's why they say, sometimes your biggest supporter is a stranger. And that means the same thing with this as well. And so just know that we're all here, and if you guys ever need anything, you know, you can call the Magic Studios and say, hey, you know, how can we get a hold of Asalto? You know, we're going through some things and we want to help. We do everything we can for our community. We do everything we can for West Texas. And so any way we can help, it doesn't matter if you're in China, Japan, Mexico, United States, Texas, Wisconsin, it doesn't matter where you're at. If you need somebody, call us, and we want to be there to help you. And
You know, numbers are real. I mean, I posted my personal number the other day, and I just said it's not a joke. Don't call it a joke around anything. Our number, when we put our phone numbers, it's real. And we really are here for y'all. So you call us and we say, hey, this is our number, you're going to actually get us, and we're going to actually talk to you. So it's for real.
Bless your guys' heart, man.
Man,
I'm so
brother.
moved by these guys. I really am.
I love what you guys are doing. Like
Love
I said,
it.
keep doing what you're doing. Keep supporting the people out there that need the support. Like they said, our number is always open, 806-771-1065. Again, guys, thank you so much for coming in. We
Thank you, guys.
appreciate
thank you.
Thank you.
Salto in the house.
Yes, sir. Y como siempre, nosotros siempre estamos pensando en ustedes. We're always praying for you. Want you to stay safe, stay healthy, stay faithful. Stay listening right here to Magic 106.5. Ya saben que nosotros los queremos muchísimo.
And don't forget to keep a smile on your face.
And a song in your heart.
Love you.